please rise? You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, dearly beloved calculus students, we are gathered here today to observe the union of the two great operators of calculus, the derivative, also known as deriva, and the integral, also known as integrum. This union is an unlikely one, unless of course you believe that opposites attract. Deriva, you have patiently waited since the calculus class of 2022-2023 first met you this fall for a further connection and meaning in your mathematical life. Integrum, you arrived on the scene, that calculus classroom just over there, only recently. You came camouflaged in left, right, some clothing, only to herewith reveal your true intentions with regard to deriva. Related Rita, you are here as deriva's honor attendant, representing the ever-changing dynamic problems you present for her most capable solutions. Best Riemann, you are here as integrum's from birth pal. You are a finite total, representing the potential for infiniteness in integrum. Related Rita and Best Riemann, do you stand here today as testimony of the need for this connection and the timeliness of the theorem such a union will birth?
Of course. Yes.
Good. At this point in the ceremony, I must ask the guests if there's any reason why these two deriva and integrums should not be united.
Oh. Do you two really want to infinitely sum for the rest of your life?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. True love.
Well, if no further interjections, we shall proceed. Deriva, today you are promising to live inside integrum's symbolic embrace and let him anti-change you to take you to your original function. You are promising to approach him with the understanding that the two of you are the yin and yang of calculus. Indefinitely speaking, you will produce a family of functions. Indefinitely speaking, y'all will yield a numerically rewarding result. Integrum. You are promising to symbolically embrace him and to anti-change deriva to his original function. You are promising to approach him with the understanding that the two of you are the peanut butter and jelly of calculus. You will produce a family of functions indefinitely. Don't forget plus C, your vertically translated relatives. And definitely speaking, of course, y'all will yield a numerically rewarding result. Deriva, I believe you have some words prepared.
I do. I promise to always be continuous. I promise to optimize all situations we encounter. I promise to maximize joy and minimize turmoil. I will stand strong in the face of any test we encounter, be it the first or second. I promise to be ever present for the instantaneous changes of life, staying strong at any rate.
Absolutely. In agreement, I believe you also had some words.
I promise to provide an accumulation of good things as we go from A to B along life's way. I will love you infinitely as a number of rectangles under the curve. I promise that our time to discord discord will be infinitesimally small as my rectangle's width.
Aww.
In summation, I promise to find area meeting at the middle rather than functioning thinking I'm always right.
Guests, you have been privileged to witness the beginning of a beautiful mathematical bond. I now ask that the sum total of you repeat after me the irrefutable theorem this union represents. You can find it on your programs. The fundamental theorem of calculus.
The fundamental theorem of calculus.
Good. Supposing f is continuous
Supposing f is continuous
on closed interval from a to b.
on the closed interval from a to b.
The derivative of the definite integral
The derivative of the definite integral
from a to x
from a to x
of the function f of t dt
of the function f of t dt
is f of x.
is f of x.
Further,
Further,
the definite integral from a to b
is the definite integral from a to b
of f of x dx
of f of x dx
is the antiderivative of f
is the antiderivative of f
evaluated at b
evaluated at b
less the
less the
antiderivative of
antiderivative of
f evaluated at a.
f evaluated at a.
I shall get the rings. These rings are a symbol of the union of that which is differentiable, being married to that which is integrable. That's a difficult word to say. Via the fundamental theorem of calculus. Deriva, do you agree that the derivative of the definite integral from a to x of the function f of t dt is f of x?
I do.
Integrum, do you agree that the definite integral from a to b of f of x dx is the antiderivative of f evaluated at b less than the antiderivative of f evaluated at a?
I do.
And they exchange rings.
Aww.
Infinity.
Get it?
And with the statement of these vows and theorem, I now declare that not only are deriva and integrum mathematically wed, but that all represented here are now joined in the sacred bond of the fundamental of calculus. You may now hug each other if that's.
Oh,
if
yeah.
we're-
No. Give a nice hug.
Oh yeah, Evan.
I think I'm gonna throw Henry. Evan, go back here. Hey, it's okay, next time.